Live from the Bassroom Studio 2.0 in Seattle, Washington, this is the Podworms Spacecast. The Podworms are 7 lifelong friends who are comprised of 80% antique stores and 15% pole dancing studios. The other 5% is other. Welcome to the Spacecast. Hello, howdy. Welcome back to the Podworms Spacecast. So excited to have you with us for another episode. Let me introduce to you the gentlemen I have with me in the room today. We have one half of the Deadly Brother duo, Kevin McCoy.
Hello! That wasn't as good.
We have Pervy Pete, Peter Freeze.
The only person that I've known remotely close to lifelong in this room is Phil. The rest of you, maybe 8 years.
Dang.
Wow.
Maybe 8 years?
That's heavy.
Maybe.
We
That's a
have
good fact.
the homecoming king, who's an all-around great guy and also a DJ, Chase Golka.
Hello.
We have our little buddy, Jim Charters.
Always happy to be here.
And the bad boy of Bothell, Phil Williams.
Yeah. Moving out of Bothell soon.
I am Andrew LeClaire, the low-hanging fruit, and your pilot for this episode. I don't know why I was trying to go for a pilot metaphor.
You could,
I never know where to. I don't have any pilot terminology.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Fasten your
God,
seatbelt.
there's so many things you could do.
Put your tray in the upright position.
Yeah. That's like...
Stow your shit in the shit compartment.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
for those of you in the exit aisle,
Still your shit. This shit.
please be ready to board off the other podcast listeners in case of an emergency.
We have an exciting episode today. We are going to get into a game of Can of Squirms.
Ooh.
We have an update on Kevin's health with his workout routine. Kevin's worm health. We're gonna do a little.
What a great pitch.
We're gonna check in on Kevin's health, make sure things are holding up, and we're gonna end the episode with a round of Jim's titillating titles. So
Titillate all of
Jim's
you.
titty tattles.
stay
right.
tuned. But before that, we've all been missing a specific member of the pod. Half of the Deadly Brother duo. It's made it pretty hard to do a Deadly Brother roll call.
It has. I'm saying hello in a weird way.
Yeah,
They're really losing their edge. Yeah.
And I've personally been a fan of that. But
Not
I know
very
that,
deadly.
I know the fans
Yeah.
at home have been missing one.
Oh, God.
Mike McCoy. So
And Kevin sounds okay when he says hello like that, but I think on the inside...
I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly.
It's every time Mike's not on an episode, it's worse than Bob Barker's uncertainty.
we think he's alive, but we can't confirm it yet.
It's been another week.
It's another week without confirmation.
Yeah.
So I figured, why don't we give him a ring? You know, let's give Mike McCoy a ring.
Yeah.
And let's just catch up with him. So here we go. Oh boy, I hope he picks up.
Me too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If not, we'll have to edit this whole thing out.
Nothing of value was lost.
This
All
is
right.
the kind of energy you want to start a podcast
All
with.
right. Wait, leave a voicemail.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Automatic voice message system. 0.
Leave the whole number in for recording.
Available.
Bleep it out.
At the tone, please record your message.
has not
When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Mike, you're on the air with the Podworms. Just giving you a call. Hope you're doing well. We're going to give your wife a call and see if we can get a hold of you. But anyway, drive safe. Know you're on your way back home from a beautiful vacation. So, talk soon. Love you. Miss you. Bye.
Boo.
All right. We're going to give
Hello.
we're going to give Miss Julia McCoy a call. Here we go. Oh, we have the same wallpaper, Peter, on our phones.
Do you have a photo of that I took?
Oh, you
Did you do FaceTime audio to
yeah,
Julius?
you call FaceTime audio too.
What is Do you guys use cell phones?
You have a photo of my wife as your background.
Peter's like, you do?
A photo of my dick?
Okay, FaceTime audio is unavailable, so we have to call her by her actual number. Let's try this. Does she have an iPhone?
Should we call?
You have a photo of my dick as your back.
Should we call Manal next?
Yeah, that's the next closest
No,
step.
yeah, call him.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we don't urgently need them.
See, this is a taste of what
right?
my job is every fucking day. I just call numbers until somebody picks up. Oh, this guy didn't answer for my meeting. I'm gonna call his wife.
I mean, if I got a call from you, I'd pick it up because I'm like, oh shit, Pierre's in trouble.
Yeah.
He's having a seizure.
He's having a seizure. And I'm the first person.
God, dude.
Peter tried calling as soon as he was trying to have a seizure.
An automatic voice message.
Oh god, damn it! Should I leave her a message?
Yeah, you
too?
should leave
yeah,
a message
yeah.
too. Yeah, definitely.
At the tone, please record
Watch
your
her not
message.
pick up my call, but then
When you are
Andrew
finished
calls.
recording, you may hang
She
up
picks up
or
him.
press 1 for more options.
Hey Julia, you're on the Podworms. We're just checking up to see how things are going. Hope you guys are having a great vacation. Love you guys, miss you. Return Mike back to us as soon as possible. Thanks. And tell a friend about the show. Appreciate it. Bye. All right. Well, we'll keep our phones nearby.
Never miss an opportunity.
Yeah, they'll
to
probably
promote.
call back.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll call back, right?
They'll definitely call
No
back.
question.
Yeah, that's the same wallpaper.
Yeah, it looks the same to me. This is my last 2 weeks at work.
Oh, you're leaving the pod?
I have put in no. This is not work. This is my one solace
This is your
in
passion.
life. This is my passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, at my actual job, I've given my 2 weeks notice, and it has become exponentially more difficult to be motivated to do a even halfway decent job.
So are you still working on the mouse project, or have they moved you to something else?
I have finished the mouse extermination project
Wow.
weeks ago. It still smells a little bit mousy, but I'm the only one that seems to care. So,
Oh my God.
there's that. But yeah, it's been a complete slog. So today we had a 3-hour meeting with a guy who's part of the investment company that essentially owns my company. A 3-hour meeting, and there's pizza provided, which is always I've found in a corporate environment is a bad sign. When there's pizza provided, it's that they're trying to win you over for the least amount of money possible. Because they know they're setting you up for something you're going to be bitching about.
Yeah.
But they're going to buy you some pizza to try and say, okay, no, this is a good thing. You're happy to be here. And actually, they got me at the beginning because I was looking forward to this meeting. I was like, oh, hell yeah. 3 hours, me munching on some pizza. This is going to kick ass. And
Dude,
it wasn't even
3
Domino's.
hours.
It wasn't even Domino's pizza. That was the first thing I asked them. I was like, you guys aren't getting Domino's, are you? And no, they got Pagliacci.
Yes. Hey.
Which I mean,
All splurged.
of all the ways they could have tried to convince me to deal with their shitty meeting, that was a pretty good way to go.
I would be sold right then and there, to be honest with you.
yeah.
I do pretty much anything for a Pagliacci pizza.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's gotten to the point where
Anything?
we're gonna have to
Let
test
the record show that Phil nodded.
Honestly, you should see this guy eat some Pagliacci pizza. He fucking loves that shit. He loves that shit.
I think next episode we're gonna put that to the test.
Ooh.
Almost anything.
But like I said, it's almost impossible for me to even pretend to care about the job at this point. I'm just kind of going through the motions to not get fired in my last week and a half. But I literally fell asleep next to my boss in the meeting to the point where she had to nudge me awake because I had actually fallen asleep and people were noticing.
What the fuck?
It was boring. It was boring. I had my food. I was comfortable leaning back in my chair.
How many people
How
were
is
in this
bad news
meeting?
boring?
How was what?
Yeah, why was this so bad? Was it just a long meeting?
Yeah.
Long, boring
3
meeting.
hours.
Oh, that's
it
all
wasn't
it was?
bad news.
Yeah.
You made it sound like everybody was getting
Yeah.
laid off.
Yeah.
No,
Was
it was bad in the sense that nobody wants to be there for a 3-hour informational.
3 hours?
Informational meeting.
I'm not working for 3 hours.
You
I can
have,
just sit
you
there.
have a phone in front of you. Just go on Reddit.
You guys are acting like this is not a painful experience.
I
Sit
am
in-
not.
a
In
3-hour
Very
meeting.
painful.
I am in
3 hours
meetings
is too much.
literally 7 hours a day.
I'm so sorry,
I
Kevin.
mean, I have, but here's the difference. This wasn't just like I have in meetings too, but it's like here's the thing: is that a meeting for an hour. Like let's say you have 4 back-to-back hour-long meetings. At least you're going from topic to topic, talking with different people. This was being talked at by one guy from the investment company,
pretty rough.
who's just sitting there telling you shit that you could not care less. And a reminder, I'm not going to be here in a week and a half.
How many-
So nothing he's saying I care about at all.
How many people are in the room?
20.
20 people. Was this a big table that you were sitting at?
No, we're sitting like we have some couches from the common area that were kind of.
You were sitting in a couch?
Well, some people were. I was in a regular chair, like an office chair.
Why are you
Andrew,
bitching?
Andrew, how many people were at this meeting besides you and your boss?
20.
He said
Oh, okay, 20
Said
people.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's this? What I mean, like, this is for the whole podcast. What's the smallest meeting you guys have almost fallen asleep in?
I've never fallen asleep in a meeting.
Never,
Not
ever.
even come
3-person meeting.
Three-person?
Yes.
No way.
I thought I had you because
you serious?
There was a guy at my work who fell asleep in a meeting with 4 people, and I was like, "This is incredible." Like his chin was just touching his chest, and I was like, "Wow, I've never seen anything like this." 3 people?
So, yeah.
My first boss, he was like they called him out of retirement to come back into this job. So he was over 65, and he was just there because he liked it. He was good at the job, but he kind of was definitely phoning it in by the time I was working for him.
Yeah.
He fell asleep in a one-on-one meeting with his boss.
Hey, dude, that
Nice.
is crazy.
That's incredible.
Which is my favorite thing.
That's life goals right there.
Yeah, for real.
So you've put in your 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you have any PTO? How does your PTO work?
No, so it's like what do they call it?
Let's make sure you get your benefits package.
Let's make sure things are logistically squared away. It's a open PTO. So essentially, when your company doesn't want to track
non-monogamous PTO.
Oh, that's the worst.
I'm allowed to see other
Awful.
PTO. The benefit is that it's not really it's tracked, but they don't have to pay you out for it, and you don't accumulate it. So in a lot of jobs, as you work, you accumulate a day every like 10 days or whatever,
Right.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So
That
here,
would be dope. That is way fast. That'd be fucking
A day every
sick.
10 days
A
would
day
be
every 10
great.
days. Holy shit, dude. Okay,
be
sorry. Keep going.
anyway, so this
That's actually pretty.
Yeah, that's
Well,
That's like what 24 days a year.
That's
going
more,
by business
that's more
days?
than me.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of days.
month.
back to the
A lot
point.
of days.
That's more than a month because just work days. Sorry. Anyway.
well, so here's the thing: is that you get all your days front loaded. I mean, there's no loading per se, but they don't have to pay you out for it either. So when I leave, there's
Right.
no.
So you can't. The question I had was, you can't take 2 weeks vacation,
No.
and then you can't do the right thing,
Yeah.
which is to take literally all of your PTO and then put your end date the day you come back from vacation.
No, I mean, besides it being unethical,
That's not.
That's totally ethical.
How is that
completely
unethical?
well, are you guys saying you'd let them know, or like you come back to work, you're like, I quit?
You should get paid for your PTO
Lots
if
of
you have
people
it.
do that.
Absolutely.
If they don't,
That's
if
totally
they don't pay,
ethical.
if they don't pay you out for your like if you have say 80 hours of unused vacation time and they won't pay you the lump sum of that vacation time,
You have to use it.
you should totally use that PTO, come back and either put in your 2 weeks or set your vacation time and let them know that the day that you come back is your last day at work.
Yep.
yeah, that's a
let them know.
benefit that
Yeah.
you have that you are entitled to.
It is by the books a benefit. However,
Uh-oh.
the point of the 2 weeks is to wrap up the projects that you were working on and help transition into the next person. I mean,
For some companies.
Yeah, you probably could. Yeah, if you're just like showing up and punching the clock, but if you have like ongoing projects or clients, the 2 weeks is mostly to be like, hey, client, don't call me anymore because I fucking hate this job. Call this schmuck instead.
Yeah, the way it would have worked
you-
out.
You don't give your 2 weeks and then take 2 weeks of vacation.
No.
That's a dick move for sure.
I mean, you can't. Well, you can, but
You should probably shouldn't.
So you definitely should either make sure you get paid out on your PTO or take all your vacation time before you leave the company.
Yeah, I mean, the way it worked out is that I am actually taking a vacation after the 2 weeks between the two jobs. There was really no good way to work it out because it would have been like, here's my 3 week notice. I'm going to work 2 weeks, then you're going to pay me for 1 week. It was just weird, but
You could do that.
Yeah, you could totally.
I don't
do
see
that.
why you couldn't do that.
you know what? I'll bring it up with them.
You should absolutely ask about that because that's money that's yours.
But he
that
doesn't.
you'd be
have,
leaving on
you
the
don't
table.
actually have PTO, do you?
No.
So you could have gone in to your boss and said, "Hey, I'm going to take vacation this time." Then you could have given your 2 weeks.
I mean, I already did. this vacation's been on the books. I mean, this is getting too into the weeds for the interest of the podcast.
Let's talk more about your benefits package.
Guys, should we talk about the vacation that I have coming up?
Oh, yeah,
Let's talk
definitely.
about it.
Yeah,
I'm about to leave on one, so it's going to be pretty
Where are you
crazy.
going?
I'm using some PTO for this one.
Okay.
Did they match your 401k?
I'm going to Arizona.
Wait, Chase, you're
Just as long as you milk Peach
don't even-
for all it's worth.
Yeah, don't even get me started on my 401k, Kevin. Now that is some interesting stuff.
I just want to make sure you're putting in enough to get the company match.
Oh,
Are you good?
There's no match.
It's a matchbox.
There's definitely no match.
20.
They're gonna triple it. Just kidding. That's not it either. They're not gonna. It's zero.
You get a car.
It's zero.
You get a car.
One last thing about the meeting story.
Okay, what?
When you were telling this, it's obvious you've never been to church before because somebody just yelling at you for 3 hours, that's pretty much just going to church.
And they don't have pizza
And there's no pizza.
or comfy couch.
No comfy couches.
I mean, overall, I won't complain. I got a nap. I got a pizza. So, like I said, last 2 weeks, I don't give two shits anymore.
Nice,
Like
dude.
they're gonna fire.
That's
they're gonna
badass.
Fire you.
That's very cool of you. Very badass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pretty epic.
Yep. So epic, dude. Now that's epic, dude.
Speaking of epic, let's talk about Kevin's health. Speaking
Sweet transition.
Kevin, how's your health? Just want to make sure everything's healthy and you're doing well.
So this is like all right, I'm gonna tell you guys this is something I made up this weekend, and I think it's a brilliant idea, but I feel like I should get feedback from people.
okay.
Yeah.
It's a new workout routine, but it's not for your body, it's for your life.
Oh.
I call it Stoned Saturdays to build good habits.
Okay.
You can wake up whenever you like to on Saturday. It doesn't matter if you sleep in or not, but you wake and bake. And what you have to do is you make a list of all the healthy things that you want to do, and you only do healthy things until 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you work 5 days a week for your life to like sustain your life, but then you spend Saturday and make it all working towards like improving your life
Wow.
While you're high.
So like cleaning the house while you're high.
Yeah.
I this weekend I got so stoned and just like cleaned the whole house, like bought carrots. I was like, fucking carrots even taste good. I like never buy carrots, and I bought carrots. And
I'm doing good at
Can I
life.
ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did a guy in a truck come up to your door with, I've got 20 tons of carrots. Do you want to buy them?
No.
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 Yeah, like I actually cleaned the house and like did a whole shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And just like made it so that everything I did up until 5 p.m. was like productive. And that like
Yeah.
includes things like if I want to, like reading counts
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I washed the dishes. I actually like got so stoned I was like dancing in my house because I
Nice.
played music the whole
Yeah, oh
time.
hell yeah,
good.
dude! Getting stoned, cleaning, listening to music is literally my
Hell
favorite
yeah.
thing. I fucking love doing that.
Here's a little bit of advice that I used to like to enjoy during my college years. Wasn't as productive, but what I would do is before I went to bed Friday night, set out a little edible on the nightstand. Set your alarm for about 2 hours before you want to wake up. Wake up, gobble that edible, and then turn right back over. And then you just wake up and you're like, I am so stoned. It's pretty awesome.
That sounds
That's
very
amazing.
disorienting.
It is.
I don't think I've ever wake and baked going from straight waking up straight to being high. There's always like some hours in between.
That sounds
So
terrifying.
this
You gotta
weekend,
try it, man.
Mike's
Gotta
out of
try it.
town.
Yeah.
My friend, like all of my friends were out of town because they were at Paradiso I forget what it is.
Yeah, above and beyond at the gorge.
Yeah,
Above
yeah,
and
yeah.
beyond.
So they were out there. I was just like at home and I was like, I've got fucking nothing to do. I've never wake and baked before.
No.
So I was just like, you know what? This is my
Nice.
fucking Saturday. So I did it. And then I immediately kind of felt tired because I always smoke weed at night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this isn't good. I don't want to associate weed with being tired. So I was just like, what if today I just make only healthy decisions?
Yeah.
And then I fucking just kept smoking and kept making healthy decisions. And it ended up being like the best Saturday ever.
Just the fact that you actually made the list and did the things is pretty surprising to me. Especially you decided this after you were high.
I came up with this all while I was high, and I made a list of healthy things. I made rules for what the workout
Whoa.
quote unquote is, and then I made a list of everything that I got done as well.
What were the
What'd
rules?
you done?
So let's see. I went to Costco, bought food, bought carrots, which is pretty crazy.
Wow.
Wow.
A lot of carrots too
Ate
from
healthy.
Costco.
Cleaned the whole kitchen, ate bananas. I meal prepped for the whole week. I purchased cleaner so I could do next stone Saturday and actually clean the bathrooms and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I set up there's this boom pole that it's like a really difficult thing to set up an XLR cable with a boom pole. I set that up. I swept the whole house. I cleaned, did garbage and recycling. And then also during the whole time playing loud music, I was like dancing while doing it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not someone who dances alone, but fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you seen that? Is it the Jerry Maguire that's got Tom Cruise?
Risky
Risky
Business.
business.
Risky Business.
Risky business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dancing in the
I
underwear?
actually never seen Risky Business.
You should. It's
I can't stop
it'll be me on
picturing it.
the
Saturdays.
plot is real crazy, and it's got young Tom Cruise.
At 5 o'clock, after you're done, get high, put Risky Business
There
on.
you go.
Yeah, so like after I finished, I was like, I have a whole productive day behind me. I don't mind lying down and watching some TV right now.
You have
Yeah,
you,
or maybe shooting up some heroin. it's not part of the healthy part of the day anymore. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, well, the whole
Cut loose.
The whole like mentality behind it is like doing good things, and then like if you want to do it outside of Saturday, then that's allowed as well.
So now you have like a couple more Saturdays.
this.
You'll have a case study to present to your work. Like, look how productive I am. Time to wake and bake every day.
Yeah.
I can't be high at work. It's like too much.
Yeah,
It's
no
too
way.
much.
No way.
I've never been high at work, but I've been like the day after being high at work, where you're like kind of like underwater still.
Yes.
And I can't function.
Can you wear flip flops while you're working?
I mean, I work from home, so kind of.
Maybe.
So what you're saying is that you're nude when you're working at home from work.
I wear boxers a good percentage of the time.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. Breaking news.
Yes.
We have heard from Mike McCoy.
All right. What are you saying?
Is in an area with service, and we're going to give him a call.
Okay.
Nice.
If he doesn't pick up this time, then
Fuck that guy.
he's dead to me in the
Told
podcast.
him he's on his last strike.
This is his last chance.
He's out of PTO.
He is out.
and we are not paying him
He's
out.
dipping into sick time right now.
Oh, he's been out of sick time for a while.
Keeps this up. He's not even getting federal holidays.
He's working on Christmas.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Mike McCoy. Hey man, you're on with the Podworms. Hey, we missed you so bad. We had to get you on the show, and we really wanted you to weigh in on something. But first, I want to ask you, how was your trip?
The trip's been just delightful. Just really having a great time.
Okay, get onto the point. Get onto the point. Okay, we don't care about the trip.
Yeah, that's
Oh, no.
that's Pervy Pete, by the way.
Kirby Pete.
Did you guys see any critters or have any encounters with the wildlife while you're out there?
This time? No. Nothing super interesting, I guess. I saw fish. You saw fish? It was a pretty big fish.
Oh, a big fish? Tight.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that like the classic stereotype? You guys are lying about the size of this fish, and it's actually like a medium-sized fish.
Where did they see a fish?
It's a pretty big fish. This is an actual big fish.
Where'd you see the fish? Oh, have we lost? Mike, have we lost you?
Oh no, that's a really important question.
Oh shit! We're never gonna know where they saw the fish.
We'll never know.
Where were they? Where were they again? Lake Chelan.
Lake Chelan.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder where they saw
Their
that fish.
connection sounded so bad. I wondered if we were going to lose them.
Oh, that's too bad. All
Well,
right.
this is great pod.
Well,
Yeah.
we've lost Mike. I'm gonna stay on the phone just in case he comes back because he's just that important to me in the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
There it is.
You know what? Officially, fuck Mike.
Yep.
He's wronged me for the
out.
last time.
All right, so back to the office story.
No, the office story is far behind us, but what's in front of us is a fan favorite game called the Can of Squirms.
Whoa.
And the way that this works is that we got some prompts here, and we need to decide who exemplifies the trait on the prompt the most. And the person who is chosen has to leave the podcast immediately.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Hope it's me.
Stakes are high.
Yeah, for real.
The first card reads, "Who is more likely to get weird during Twister?"
Out of the people on the pod or in the room?
The people, let's include Mike because he was on the pod via the phone and
Okay. Just throwing him a bone.
yeah. I mean, getting weird during Twister. I'm thinking like what's weird?
What is that? Yeah,
Because
actually,
isn't
what does
Twister
that
kind
mean,
of
you know?
inherently kind of weird? Like
It's like purposely weird game.
If you play Twister beyond 6 years old, you have some weird motive.
I've
Yeah.
never played Twister.
do you think there should be age brackets for Twister?
Some weird.
Age brackets?
Yeah, where it's like 18 and under and then 18 plus.
Are you saying they should make like
You
they
can't-
should make like an 18 plus version of Twister?
No, like it's Adult Swim. You know, where you can't combine both. Where either
Yeah, you can't play with younger
yes,
people.
either you're
Oh, yeah.
legal and you're playing with other legal
Well,
folks.
there's got to be. I think you have to do the brackets for like
Okay,
elementary,
you're right.
junior. I
It's
mean,
like wrestling.
18. Yeah, 18 and under is a
There's
pretty
like- there's
fucking
weight
big.
classes.
There's weight classes.
Yeah, I think 18 and under is too big of a grouping.
Yeah.
That's a little much.
All right, what's your suggestion then? 0 to 8.
Don't play Twister.
I don't think 0 should be in the age bracket.
No.
Like, could you imagine just putting a baby on the?
No
it's just
pregnant
gonna-
ladies.
They just lay there.
It's gonna be on the red one. It's gonna lay there.
The red one. Full body on red.
Full body.
One hand on red. What do you not understand?
Take your fucking stomach off of it, you dumbass baby.
Wow.
One hand. To answer this question, it's definitely Peter.
No.
Peter is definitely going to get the weirdest during Twister.
Yeah, I think so too because you've never played it before, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you'll realize some stuff about yourself.
You don't know
never-
the Twister
you never
etiquette.
knew.
He doesn't wear
Yeah.
The
shoes.
Twisticate.
Oh, he doesn't wear
He's got his
shoes.
stinky ass bare feet, and he's sticking them in people's
He'll
faces.
just-
Because here's the thing:
He'll stick to the mat too.
he loves putting his feet in people's business. That's what he loves to do around the office. In Twister, he's going to insert the feet into as many uncomfortable positions as
No
possible.
one sits next to me.
Well, obviously for good reason.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Peter sends instead of dick pics, he sends feet pics to other
Oh
people.
God.
I'm not Quentin Tarantino, okay?
Feet pics, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is that a reference to something?
Did you not know this?
Tarantino loves the feet.
Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish.
Just like
Oh,
Dave
he's-
Chappelle loves
you
the
said-
feet.
Okay. I didn't know this, no, but how is this popular? How is this that well known?
It was
that
it's like one of those 90s
I didn't
facts
know
that was
that
on
was
the
a thing
news.
that
No,
Quentin-
yeah, like
Okay,
watch
kinda,
it.
it's kind of unsurprising.
There's a super cut. You can like in his movie. There,
Oh, that-
very.
yeah.
There's a lot of shots of feet in his
I can
movies,
think of one specifically in Pulp Fiction,
especially bare feet.
Yes.
right off the bat.
Yes.
Apparently,
Wow.
in the new movie, in his Hollywood movie that he just made, is it just a lot of tracking shots of people's feet, just for no reason.
There's a lot of feet shots in Die Hard.
not a
Quentin
Quentin
Tarantino direct
Tarantino
that?
movie.
No,
Oh,
but I'm giving a counter example.
Okay.
Is your
Shit, my theory's done.
Who directed Die Hard?
I have no idea.
John McTiernan.
Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, really? Joe McTiernan?
Yeah.
So is the counter argument here, Kevin, that there's feet everywhere?
I'm curious. Like,
Just a coincidence.
here's the
There's
thing.
feet
It was
everywhere.
presented as like, how do we know if Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish? And they're like, oh, there's a supercut of feet in films. And you're like, that's the hard evidence. That's not
No.
like a statement that he made himself.
This is well
No,
documented.
it's Quentin like if you were to compare the amount of foot shots, bare feet shots, shots of people walking, shoe shots in Quentin Tarantino movies
shots.
versus like a Martin Scorsese movie or some other director, you'd be like, wow, Quentin Tarantino really has a lot of shots of
shoe
feet
shots.
compared to other directors. Like the amount of frames that he stays on the foot
frames.
or the amount of bare feet that he has, you'd be like, huh, that's a lot of fucking feet.
Yeah, it's like how J.J. Abrams has a lens flare.
Every goddamn thing.
He fucking
Yeah.
loves
That's a
lenses.
nice
his lens.
flare.
That's a nice flare.
Moving along. Okay. Who's more likely to complain about a first world problem?
Andrew LeClaire.
Angela Claire.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, bud.
too hot on my wine tour.
I got free Pagliacci's pizza at work.
And I fell asleep.
The chair was so comfortable I fell asleep.
It's awkward buying deli meat.
I love that. Yeah, they expected me to stay awake for 3 hours after I ate pizza.
My comfortable shoes were squeaking.
You know, I don't find any of this very entertaining.
You asked it. You literally asked the question.
Yeah.
Who is going to be the most annoying old person?
Andrew LeClaire.
Annoying how?
I think I have a hot take on this one.
Yeah.
And it's going to come from a place you don't expect.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
It's going to be Chase.
For some reason, I knew that was coming.
The reason being
Why?
is that he's going to continue making music. He's going to have a very successful career.
Okay. All right.
But when he finally goes to the nursing home, he's going to have all of his music equipment set up, but he's lost his hearing because A, he's old, and B, he's been exposed to loud music for so long. And he just plays it so loud that like all the attendants and all the neighbors, they're always like trying to get him to turn it down. And he's just annoying as fuck. And he's trying to tell people, everybody who looks like he also has dementia, right? So he forgets things. And so he keeps talking to the same nurse about, he's like, check out this new song I made. And it's the same song for like the past 10 years. Every day.
And you expect them to listen to the whole thing.
It's almost finished.
He keeps every day.
He keeps playing the same 3/4 of a song to somebody.
And it's dubstep.
It's almost finished. And it's still dubstep.
Still dubstep.
60 years later, it's still dubstep.
I like this. You're like Beethoven, right? Where you're like putting your ear to the ground just to feel the vibrations to continue writing music.
Sounds good, huh? Have you heard my mixtape?
Check out my SoundCloud. SoundCloud went under years ago, old man.
Lastly, who would be the meanest boss? The meanest boss. I think I'll somebody else. I have a strong opinion about this one.
You have a strong opinion?
I do.
Oh man, we have to come back to that.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's a couple contenders here.
Meanest boss.
Andrew would be the most pushover boss.
Would he though?
Thank you.
Yeah, he would be.
Thank you.
If I was going to negotiate with somebody about my dress code, I would want to negotiate with Andrew.
Yep.
That's fair.
Go ahead. That's fine. That's fine. Choose whatever.
I could see Jim thinking that he would be the best boss to work for. But then everyone in the break room being like, God damn it, Jim's a fucking hard ass.
I don't see me being a mean boss though.
No, see, you don't see it.
You'd be the boss that expects a lot, but also gives a fat bonus at the end.
Well, that'd be probably
Like
fair.
you go to the Bahamas.
That'd be fair. Yeah.
Damn.
Like send everybody to.
I want to work for you, Jim.
See, here's the thing: is that Jim wants to be the cool boss, and so he gives them a big fat bonus, despite the fact it's not in the budget. And so he's always getting reprimanded. He's like, Jim, where this bonus might come from? He's like,
I gave it to my employees.
I moved some stuff around.
They have to.
So then they have to deal with the consequences of his bad decision anyway.
They have to take the money back.
The health insurance gets cut.
You know what it would be, Andrew? I think I'd be a mean boss because I'd be just a self-hating boss. I get to the point in my life where I'm like, I hate being a manager so much that I would just take it out on everyone else. Yeah. I think that's how that would go.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Was that the strong opinion you had?
I was thinking Phil, because
Hot take.
well,
Hot take.
because Phil, he's seen some shit in his life, you know, and he's built a little bit of a callus. And I think, I mean, he had to let the guy go for like looking at porn at work or whatever he was doing, sexting.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. The old man.
Shit.
And so I think
You fired an old man?
What a mean guy.
well, no,
mean boss.
That's super mean.
I mean, he was harmlessly sending pictures of his body to people he worked with. Don't see the big problem.
Yeah. What a hard ass manager.
I mean, so with that incident in mind, Phil's going to be the meanest boss. That's just mean.
I was kind of mean to people that were annoying. So
Well, there you
were
go.
annoying.
There you have it.
you could be a terrible worker and I would be nice to you, or you could be a really hard worker but annoying and I would not be quite as nice to you.
There's the answer.
That's the real answer right there.
I'd be the same way. If you're annoying, why are you working? So go.
Just get out of here.
Get out of
You're
here.
annoying. Why
Are you working? You know?
Just go.
I've never thought of it that way.
working for me.
Honestly, I feel like you just put a bit in for yourself, Peter.
I've never thought of it that way. If you're annoying,
Excuse me. You
why
know
are
how many
working?
coworkers listen to the podcast? How many of your coworkers listen to the podcast?
Like,
one for sure.
Oh,
I got one. I got a grand total of one.
Zero.
I think I
I
got
have
one.
like 4 on the books.
They're all in the Slack channel.
But are you their
Fucking-
boss? Are they listening because you're their boss?
I am not a manager. Also, surprisingly, 0 HR complaints in 26 months.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
There's a sign up in Peter's cubicle 26
don't
months
have
since
this.
last.
No, it is a very open concept office.
Oh, good. They can all be exposed to your feet. Jim,
They are.
Yes.
let's hear some titillating titles.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jim's titty titles.
I got some hot
Ooh,
titles.
some spicy,
Some
hot
spicy titles today.
habanero title. Ooh, some jalapeno titles. What else is spicy?
Mexican ghost pepper.
Do you have some secret aardvark titles?
Hell yeah.
Tapatio titles.
All right. So,
Oh my god,
as
I
our-
want to do that segment. Okay,
Tapatio titles.
yeah, I don't know what it would be about, but yeah.
As a reminder, these are all movies that are either in theaters now
Yeah.
or coming out in the next month.
Yes.
This month of August. So the first title is called Corporate Animals.
Oh yes.
Oh, I know this one.
This is a cartoon for sure.
This is
Wait,
a
can
cartoon.
we-
definitely a cartoon.
What's the premise of this? What are we supposed to do?
We're
Giving me the plot of the movie after I give you the title.
Yeah, we're
and then I'll tell you what the real movie is actually about.
Okay.
I think this movie is directed by an acclaimed lesbian couple about the oppression that women face in the workforce, especially in an office environment.
I like this is a hard hitting doc.
Wow.
Oh, it's an emotional period piece. The period being present day.
Okay.
Wait, so this is Corporate Animals?
Yes.
See, I first imagined that it's like a very low budget kind of CGI film about animals
a DreamWorks.
wearing suits
In an office.
in
It's
an
a
office
DreamWorks
environment.
movie.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
see the wolves are the CEOs, the C-level executives, right? And then you got like the little other like dogs who are working the cubicles and
Their
then
customer service. They want
the
to
cats and,
Yeah.
and and then
This is
and
like
then-
Zootopia.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like it's a remake of Zootopia. This is good.
But it's literally
It's DreamWorks.
rip off from China.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Silicon Valley but with animals.
Like
Ben Stiller.
yeah, exactly.
Corporate Animals is just a terrible translation that they got. I don't know.
It's a
Yeah.
foreign translation of the
And
title.
it's literally just like a workplace comedy. Like the it's unclear who the
Wolf of Wall
demographics of the
Street.
film is because it's animated like it's a child's film.
it's just a different title for Wolf of Wall Street.
Corporate Animals.
Corporate Animals starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
So what is it really?
Okay, so Corporate Animals, and I got some more details for you guys this time.
Oh, great.
Corporate Animals is rated R. It's 86 minutes. It's a comedy / horror. Lucy, played by Demi Moore, is the egotistical megalomaniac CEO of Incredible Edibles, America's premier provider of edible cutlery. In her infinite wisdom, she leads her staff, including her long-suffering assistants, Freddie, Karen Sony, and Jessica Williams, on a corporate team-building caving weekend in New Mexico. When disaster strikes, not even their useless guide, Brandon, played by Ed Helms, can save them. Trapped underground by a cave-in, this mismatched and disgruntled group must pull together in order to survive.
No. Hard
Oh, it's
pass.
like okay. One thing I have to take a little bit of a grievance with. Did you say correctly that they had edible utensils?
Yeah.
Yes, she's CEO of Incredible Edibles, America's premier provider of edible cutlery.
So you just like put food on a fork and then just eat the fork?
Fucking eat the fork.
It seems like you just go through a lot of those.
I mean,
Every
the
bite you
point?
gotta use
I
a
can
new
see a
one.
market for this.
If
Also,
it tastes
how-
good.
How is Incredible Edibles not a marijuana company?
yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
This is
And I
a
was like,
movie
okay,
that's coming
maybe.
out in current day. Come on, let's.
Yeah.
This is like every time I drive past the Joint, it's a chiropractic
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that is
Gets me every time.
Waste of a name.
Wow.
That's so
The Joint. All right,
All right,
what's
so the
what's
next
up
one is called 47 Meters Down, Uncaged.
Ooh, definitely sharks.
Sharks.
For sure, sharks.
47
intelligent-
meters down.
Super intelligent
Yeah.
sharks
Uncaged.
that have been released.
What were they doing in the cage in the first
So
place?
like-
No,
like Deep Blue Sea?
You're not in a cage. You know, you normally watch sharks from a cage.
Uh-huh.
So you're not in a cage in this one. So it ups the risk of being down 47 meters with sharks.
So is this like a Natural Geographic kind of?
No. It's like
Wait, what's it called?
it's like a
Natural Geographic.
National.
It's just
No
Natural
shit.
Geographic.
It's just one of those Natural Geographics.
I prefer Unnatural Geographic.
Hell yeah.
National
Way
Geographic.
far more interesting.
Is this a
Look at this mountain. It's not real. What?
It's unnatural.
is this a sequel to a movie about somebody who gets stuck in a well?
Oh.
They're
What does
uncaged.
the uncaged part have to do with
Well,
that?
Uncaged is just a sequel buzzword people
It's
use.
like uncaged, like they're finally out of the well.
No, it's a
ready
man
to live
who
their
was
life.
he got bit by a werewolf.
Okay.
He was caged up for a while in the first movie. This is the prequel where he falls down a well.
That's where he got bit by the werewolf.
Uncaged.
He's in the well now.
What if the well had sharks at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's a
sure.
werewolf versus sharks.
All
That's,
In
right.
a well.
that's the
I'm sold.
third one.
Yeah.
Like a full melee.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who wins, werewolf or sharks?
We'll find out.
That's hard to know.
The tagline for 47 meters down, uncaged, is 14 girls diving in a ruined underwater city quickly learn they've been entered the territory of the deadliest shark species.
Boom.
In the claustrophobic labyrinth of submerged caves.
So just so I can decide if I want to watch this or not,
yeah.
is that for teen girls or 14 girls?
I was actually wondering that too.
Before he answers, which one are you more interested
Yeah,
in?
which one's better?
Both.
It is for teenage girls.
Okay.
You're less interested in that, correct, Kevin?
Oh yeah.
I like.
Okay,
Wait,
way
is
less.
it
Okay, good.
is it really underwater city?
Yeah, diving in a ruined underwater city.
Like, does it take place like in the future where it's like water world?
Hold on. What is that conversation like with your mom as a teenage girl? Like, oh, me and we're gals, we're just gonna go diving in the underwater city real quick.
Yeah.
What? How did they get in this situation?
Have fun, honey.
No, that's not how you do it. You say you're gonna go stay over at Becca's house, and then Becca says she's gonna stay over at your house. Obviously, Phil.
So there's only
Someone's gone diving in an underwater city.
so there's only
I've been 47 meters down
Oh,
myself.
yeah, you have.
this movie hasn't been released yet, so I only have one image to go on. It looks like they're in some sort of pit with water in it.
Oh, the pit.
So
do you
maybe
think
they
they're gonna
started
play
on
Griff
land
ball?
and now they're gonna go into some caves with sharks.
Cool. I guess.
All right, next
I'm
movie.
just a little bummed because I've seen plenty of stuff that stars 4 women. Like Sex in the City, Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All over
But
the
I
place.
haven't seen anything star 14 women.
14 women. Yeah. For real, nobody's
And,
done.
and starring 14
Nobody's
women,
done-
not just like 14 women in a movie.
Nobody's done the K-pop or the J-pop group of movies.
Yeah, that's true.
Where there's
right.
like 15.
As we've learned with the
people in the
podcast,
group.
more is better.
Yeah, that's true. Obviously,
Yep.
there's more to love, man.
Okay, so the next film on this list is entitled The Peanut Butter Falcon.
That's
Okay.
Okay, is the Falcon made of peanut butter? Does the Falcon make peanut butter?
it's got to be a
It's
superhero.
the sequel to the Maltese Falcon. But this time, instead of being made of Maltese,
Okay,
I think I have it.
Yeah.
Yes?
Young kid,
Okay.
Yes.
forced to move. His dad gets a new job. They move
Okay.
out to the country.
Oh, not again.
He's got no friends, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
bye,
He's out there.
Andy.
He's out there. You know, he's so sad, no friends. It's summer break, so he doesn't know anybody.
Well,
Do
Can I
they
insert
are they
a
living
director?
on a are they living on a peanut farm?
No, well, no. He just is eating a peanut butter sandwich, right?
Okay, okay.
He sets it down on a log. Oh, out of nowhere, this little baby falcon, broken wing, jumps up, eats his little peanut butter sandwich. It's a touching story.
Loves
they get to
peanut
know each
butter.
other. But then by the end, he's a teenager with that leather fucking glove.
Hell yeah.
And he uses it to terrorize other children.
This is superhero power.
He becomes a falconer.
He becomes a falconer, and like the bullies are like, "Oh yeah, you little punk ass bitch," and they're like racist, I guess. I don't know.
They're racist or
Something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then the falcon comes and like gets their eyes or stuff.
all the bullies have pet cats.
Wow, that's a
Falcon goes
Or little dogs.
I was going to suggest that this is a good film for Wes Anderson to direct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's cute. What a cute buddy flick. I like
Don't
it.
steal it.
It's cute until the falcon starts killing all the neighborhood
Terrorizing.
cats.
So I
Small
wonder
children.
I wonder if you when I tell you who's starring in this, it might change your mind about what this movie's about.
I know who it is. It's got to be Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
What? Are you serious?
It is. Holy shit. Yes, it is. It's Shia LaBeouf. How the fuck do you know?
No fucking way. I didn't know that. I literally did not know that. That was just I was making a joke.
No.
Holy shit.
It
Okay.
stars Shia LaBeouf and Dakota Johnson.
All right, it's
Wow.
definitely the sequel to Holes.
Yeah. The tagline is Zach runs away from his care home to make his dream of becoming a wrestler come true.
Oh, I've actually now I've seen the trailer for this.
Chase.
I didn't know what the. I mean, maybe I just added my.
You saw Shia.
Yeah, I've seen it as well. Actually, looks kind of good.
Yeah, it actually does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Not about a peanut butter falcon.
I can't win them all. So this next movie is called Overcomer. One word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what section of the movie? What section of the movie star did you get this one?
Is this a person who is overcome?
No, this is a
men overcome.
this is a
How
medical.
are we going to overcome this? Call the overcomer.
Dude, I was listening to the radio. There's actually this guy who's going on this like book tour, right? Because he seriously cannot stop coming. I'm not joking.
No, I heard about
It's
this.
like a
This is
medical condition.
insane.
He comes like every 30 seconds and it's so painful for him. You know, if you jerk it like 4 or 5 times, 9 times a day, whatever.
4, 5, 9.
4 times or like 9 or something. You know.
4, 5 like an amateur or 9 like me.
What's your guys' record? Oh, whatever. Never mind.
Okay, yeah,
It's not
sure.
important. But I swear to God, this is probably a documentary on this guy because he comes like seriously 100 times a day.
Okay.
And so you say he has to go on a book tour as a result of this?
He's trying.
I gotta show people. He
He
has to.
decided to name the movie
It's a serious medical condition.
He's the guy who can't stop overcoming.
This is why he needs the book tour. It's because of ignorant people like you guys.
I'm sorry.
Nobody believed him because he was like, "No, seriously, doctor, I come 100 times a day." He's like, "Yeah, right. Nice.
I'm coming right
Good one." And he's like, "I'm dying. I'm gonna kill myself. It hurts so bad." All right,
Oh my god.
cool.
So you're like, yeah, sure.
So you're saying Overcomer is the documentary that follows him on his book tour?
I think so.
Okay.
Jim?
How can
I wanna know
We've
more
never
about
asked this
this.
before, but can we ask how the title is spelled?
The title is one word. Overcomer.
There's
There's a letter missing there.
That
but-
doesn't necessarily mean we're wrong.
Overcomer?
I'm sorry. Overcomer.
Okay, the operating being the O that I was curious about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's it really about?
So this one is a little bit of a mystery. I couldn't dig up many facts about it, but the tagline says, "This movie will unpack a pivotal issue in the life of students and adults alike."
Oh.
Very
The vaguest
informative.
thing in the entire world. And, and there is a trailer, which I will play now.
I'm about to come.
Can you pay for something that doesn't have
Great.
commercials?
You know what? How about you post a trailer on our social media?
We will.
Okay.
But we don't know what. Basically, we don't know what this is about until we watch
Did you
this
watch the trailer
No,
before
did
this?
not watch it.
Oh.
It's rated PG for some thematic elements.
So it's probably not about a guy who can't stop coming then.
Probably not.
We can't rule it out.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I'm not going to
We
rule it
haven't
out.
watched the trailer yet.
I
They
don't know.
don't have to show it. They just show the boxes and you see them get wet.
If it's 100 times a day, there's probably just like dust coming out or something.
Yeah, what is his body producing?
I don't think it's producing anything.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the
There's
last
no point
one.
in eating protein.
We'll save the trailer for the Overcomer later.
Yeah.
This last one is called, well, very fittingly, it's called End of the Century.
End of the century.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So it's set
Very
in the
fitting.
past.
Oh, it's about Y2K and Y2K actually happened.
Okay.
I like that.
So all technology
Y2K actually, yeah.
betrayed humanity pretty much.
Planes crashed, computers, internet went down, everything went to shit.
You lost your Doom save file.
Yeah.
That's how people played back in 2000.
Doom,
Yeah.
Your
Doom.
They played Duke Nukem.
Duke
Yeah.
Nukem.
Your
You lost your
Quake.
Duke Nukem save file.
Played Quake.
your Furby went crazy.
So all this happens, and then the next day people are like, "Oh, I guess it wasn't so bad after all," and then just end. Like
Yeah, because it only lasts for a
Really
day.
anticlimactic movie.
It's like a Cloverfield-esque movie where it's all kind of shaky cam. People are like fleeing through the city, freaking out. It happens like, oh yeah, all right, well that was inconvenient, and they just kind of move forward in their life.
Okay.
Thoughts?
It's the end of the
It's
century.
the end of the century. That has to be it.
Yeah.
It's 84 minutes and it's a drama.
And it's what?
Drama.
It's a drama.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Is it about a 100-year-old man who dies on his 100th birthday?
At the end of the century.
Wow.
And he was born January 1st, 1900.
Ooh. Oh.
And you know-
okay. So it's
after he passes, they're having like the memorial service for him, and then there's like the montage flashback of all the moments in his life, and they use that song, which is like, I'm 43 for a moment.
Or they go through all the moments where he could have changed history for the better. Like he could have killed Hitler.
It's just full of regret.
This guy fucked up everything.
And then the quote at the end of the movie is like, "You miss every shot you don't take," or whatever.
all right. Well, that sounds good.
Okay, well, the end of the century was the tagline is 2 men meet in Barcelona, and after spending a day together, they realize that they have already met 20 years ago.
That doesn't sound
At
like
the
a
end
century.
of the century.
Oh, in 2000.
Yes,
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Oh,
it's a drama.
It sounds thrilling.
It sounds it's all right.
I liked our version better.
yeah.
You know, I think
sure.
that the big winner here was Overcomer, but
For
we never
sure.
know what it's actually about.
I'm excited to see that
I
one.
can't wait
Yeah.
to see the trailer.
Well, if you have problems coming, or to conclusions,
Yeah, maybe too many.
if you come to conclusions or come in any capacity to an extent that would be considered to be over the normal amount,
Of 9 times.
let us know. pwspacecast@gmail.com. That's the place to go. You can follow all of our social media. You can watch the trailer for
Overcomer.
Overcomer. I forgot that's what the one we were watching. Podworm Spacecast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you like the show, let people know about it. Let your mom know, your dad know, your construction worker friend know. If you just let your construction worker know.
You have him on retainer. He's your construction worker.
You pay him good money, so let him know about the podcast. And as always, space fans, until next time, keep swirling.